A lot of builders present a very appealing cost to a client at the beginning of the project, just for the clients to find out not far into the project that it was smoke and mirrors and that was an initial cost, and now every day there's a new change order that's driving the cost up, or an unexpected expense, or something with a house that the person didn't foresee, or just didn't include in their price because they were putting together the bid so quickly.
So, what are the risks of hiring a builder whose bid is much lower than everyone else's?
Some builders are far less expensive than a majority of the builders because they're cutting corners. They don't have the staff necessary to expedite the process, therefore making the project last longer and also affecting quality of the project because they just might not have enough time to do everything that they promised, and chances are good that they're overextended. Forest Street Builders is an established team, and because of that, there is a cost implication that goes with that. It's not that we want more money and we think we deserve more because we're bigger and better. It's because we have a staff to make this process work smoothly and quickly, and to make sure that all the quality controls are put in place to facilitate an amazing house.
In your experience, how have you seen these lower bids play out?
I like to stay on good terms with all of our clients, as well as people that we haven't gotten the jobs with, especially if I really am interested in their project. And I could write a book on the amount of people that tell me after their project's completed, we really wish we had gone with you. And they had been promised a price, and then as the project went on, it was one thing after another, after another, after another. And now the house is, upwards of 50 to 100% over the original budget.
What can a homeowner expect from the bid they receive from Forest Street Builders?
When we go through with our extensive cost codes and that extensive list of everything that we put together at the beginning of our conversation, when we have the plans, we typically end a project around 5%. Sometimes it's under, sometimes it's over, but that's why we put all the time and energy into the budget at the beginning of the project, is to give the client a good idea on where we're going to land for the cost of the project, but also to give ourselves targets on what we're hitting along the way to make sure that we're staying on budget, and to achieve the goal.
And how does this detailed approach protect the clients throughout the entire build?
I do know that people get proposals, and it lists your plans and what you're talking about building, and it gives you a number at the end, but you have no idea what that is. And so with our line items, in the event that a client decides, what, I saw this flooring that I really like, and I know it's more expensive than what you have in your line item for this flooring amount, can we modify or change that line item for this new flooring without it affecting the overall budget, or trying to pick up some slack that the contractor might have had in the other parts of the project, telling you that that's going towards the new flooring. So we're able to modify that line item alone and make sure that your funds are going towards that and not covering other mistakes that could have happened along the way.
So, what should homeowners look out for when comparing bids?
A lot of the time, if something sounds too good to be true, it generally is. And that is definitely the case with a house. If you've been given a couple of bids by some people and then this guy comes in with a really great looking deal, it's probably not for the full scope of what everyone else is bidding on. For every one of our projects, what I do is take the square footage of the house, what we're doing to the house, whether it's adding a pop top or it's a full new build, and make sure that that math works with our average square foot price for that scope of project. And that generally can tell me right away, as a builder, that can tell me right away, this is achievable, this isn't achievable. For a homeowner, it's really collecting a couple bids and making sure that the numbers that you're looking at are consistent. Because if something isn't consistent, something's missing.